Greetings, I'm Paul Friedman. I'm the founder of the Marriage Foundation, and I've been saving marriages since 2001. Before that, I used to be a divorce mediator, so I've seen it all. The psychologist used to send me their failures, and I used to make a bunch of money off of them, just like they did. And then a couple asked me to help them save their marriage. I was a communications expert, right? Teach us how to get along. I agreed without thinking. And I said, whoa, give me a few months. I need to study up on marriage. I talked to my psychologist friends. What do? I didn't like what they said. Then I approached marriage as a business. I said, okay, that doesn't mean marriage is a business. It's not. But as a business, meaning, why do we get married in the first place? What do we want from our marriage? That's what you do when you're in business. You go, okay, what am I trying to achieve here? What am I creating? Where is its value? And I didn't have an answer. I didn't know why people got married. Sure, we fall in love with the person we meet. Obviously, that's our soulmate, and we want to marry them. But why? Why get married? Well, I want to have a family. Good, not everybody wants to have a family, though. Well, I want to be with someone who I can hang out with till the end of my life. Maybe they could take care of me when I'm dying. Okay, but not true for everybody. What's the universal answer? Why do we get married? I couldn't figure it out. I started asking everyone I knew. When I stood in line at Starbucks, I'd ask people, why did you get married? I would look to see, obviously, if they had a wedding ring. And everyone gave me the same answers. I want to be happier because I want to be with my soulmate, because I don't want to be lonely, and wait a minute, I want to be happier. And after a few weeks, I realized this is it. I want to be happier. We all get married, regardless of what will bring us that happiness within the context of marriage, because we want to be happier. Aha. Started getting somewhere. Then I asked myself, okay, what makes us universally happy? It's certainly not money. It's not fame. It's not this, and it's not material. And I thought, what is the common denominator? It's love. I've never met a person who's in love who is not happier when their mind is on love. And I thought, okay, I got something here. And then, well, what undermines that? Complaining, being critical. And I started developing this vision of what marriage is, how to make it happier, because that's the goal now, and what undermines that. Well, the number one thing that undermines it is our big fat mouth. We say something we shouldn't say. Communication. And it's not all about communication. So when I met with the couple, I said, okay, I've come up with this plan. They were my guinea pigs, and I wasn't going to charge them. And I said, let's try this. Every time something negative comes up in your mind, don't say it. Well, that worked. They loved it. And we went through examples, and we processed it, and da-da-da-da, yada, 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 as we used to say. It was in San Diego, California, where I had my practice. And so I'm going to call him John, came back to me a couple of weeks later, and he said, things are cooler now. They're better, because we're not being critical anymore. We're not complaining to each other anymore. We're being nicer to each other. But it's really hard. Well, I've been a meditator since 1972. In fact, right around my birthday, I had this experience. I became a meditator. And within the context of my own religion, I'm not going to tell you what it was because it's not important. And I've gotten in the habit of when I come across something, anything, I'll say, okay, God, tell me what's up. Guide my reason, guide my thinking. He doesn't come and talk to me. I wish he would, but he doesn't. but he does guide my thoughts. And this time it was different. All of a sudden, this amazing process, which has been named the SO technique, just downloaded in my mind. It's phenomenal. It's amazing. And so, stop. That's what I had them do. Evaluate. Is this good? And then wisdom. Act with wisdom. And I thought, wow. And so it started building out. Became this tree of marital knowledge. Since then, we save thousands and thousands of marriages. Our success rate is like 98%. Because also I've got this business mind. And so if it's not precisely working, if it's not empirical information, we don't bother with it. We don't play games. So now, here you are, and you're going, what do you do when your spouse and you have nothing in common? And we get it in our minds that we should have something in common because we hear these advertisements about meeting your soulmate, and it's all about what do you have in common. Well, that's nonsense. If you're getting married like a normal human being, you're marrying from your heart, a place of love. It has nothing to do with your outer stuff. They may love bowling, you may love fishing, they may love artsy stuff, you may love target shooting, who knows? Who cares? It's irrelevant. Because why you got married was for happiness. Why you got married for happiness is because you intuitively, you're a soul, you want to experience love. And this is what I came up with. The very purpose of marriage is to learn how to love them unconditionally, to cultivate that love that's always been there and always will be there, and do the outer stuff sort of secondly. But everyone else, because we haven't been taught properly about marriage, has that in reverse. And paying our bills is important, not as important as love. Making sure that kids are getting a proper education is important, but not as important as love. And your mind is going, oh no, that's not true. Yes, it is. Ask kids. Is it more important for you to get good grades, or is it more important for mommy and daddy to get along with each other? That's a pretty simple answer. Subscribe to this channel. Learn to love each other unconditionally. Don't worry about what you have in common and don't have in common. It's so rare for people to have the same common interests for the rest of their lives. You're not married to your mirror image, you're married to your soulmate. So subscribe, like the video, leave a comment if you wish, and go to our website, see what all we have, because it's so brand new in this world, and it's so real. I'm Paul Friedman. I'm so glad you came. God bless you. Take care. Thank you.